Of Dota Underlords. And as you can see here, we're in the starting stages. This is pretty much just the loot gathering. I'd like to start off by saying thank you again, guys. I know the Total War Rome 2 video was a bit long, and I didn't mean for it to be that long. It just kind of happened, and once I got to editing it, I thought it was interesting. I thought you guys might find it interesting. I'm still figuring out what you guys like to see on the channel, what you guys don't like to see. That's why I went ahead and switched this up. I told you guys I'd be playing this, and of course I did. Now I'm playing it, and I'm excited to show you guys what I can do with it. I'm not the best at this game. I've gotten second or third place maybe 2 out of the 4 times I've played. This game, I will say, is a little bit more difficult than the Dota Underlords version. It's got a little bit more depth to it. That being said, it is a really fun game, and if you haven't played, I suggest you download League of Legends. You go in there, you find Teamfight Tactics, and you play it. But again, thank you guys so much. If you like the video, don't forget to like it. If you like it a lot, you can go share it. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell. And again, I'm still learning here, so if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it in any of my videos. I'm really good about replying to comments. And don't forget to add me on Steam, Real-Time Seth. You guys want someone to play some online games with? I'm on, gosh, I'm on so many games. I'm on all the Total War games. I'm on all sorts of different stuff. But yeah, just feel free to leave a comment or tell me what you guys want to see, what you guys don't want to see, what you guys find interesting about my videos, what you don't find interesting. I'm here to kind of just entertain you guys and inform you on the latest games and what kind of games they are, if they're easy, if they're difficult, that sort of stuff. But again, thank you so much for the love. So here we are, we're on the first round of actually versus a player. And let's see here, it looks like it's gonna be a win for me. Yeah, I've got this in the bag. That's actually a pretty quick round too. Let's see here, I'm still needing a third van. I'll go ahead and pick up that other gear in there. See if we can hit and find another. We did not. We find another Rexay though. This one, this version of it, the League of Legends version of it, focuses more on upgrading your units versus, as well as finding better units. Which, I mean, I get, but like I said, this game's a little bit more difficult than the other ones, or than the Dota Underlords version of it. Simply because of the fact of that you have all the differences. In this one, there's more units. I'm pretty sure there's more units. The upgrading system's a little bit different. However, they're extremely similar in the way that they play. But like I've said before, I think it's a really fun game. If you guys haven't checked it out, I would. You can see here we're about to hit our third match against third match against the player. This one looks like it's gonna be, might be a close fight. No, that was nowhere close. I thought my Graves would have, or not my Graves, my Garen would have held off against them, but he didn't. So he was this Chungu. And this is something kind of cool they do too. Whenever they have a sort of shared draft round right here, where you pretty much just you get to pick one of the units that's walking around. I'm not seeing a Rek'Sai in here, so I'll just try to pick a valuable unit that I can either use or sell off. There we go. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. There we go. Oh goodness, where'd I go? Ooh, there I am. As you can see, everyone kind of just picks a unit and then they walk off. I think there's always 2 units left when there's the full 8 players left. Okay. I'm gonna sell Rengar here. I forget let's go ahead. Attack damage, let's put more attack damage on him. And it looks like we've got this round in the bag. Yeah, with this game, you also kind of hop up and down the leaderboards. It kind of gives you a chance. It's a little bit better than Dota about excuse me, about getting you in different arenas, or getting you in the arena with different players that you haven't played against yet, which is really nice. Because I don't want to be versing the same person who has tons more experience about this game than me, back to back to back, just to get my health lower, for me to face someone that's on my level of expertise in this game, and then they get lucky and just kind of finish me off. That's really irritating about a game. But it's also nice seeing a community of players that are a little bit better at the game than what most people are. Because I like seeing a player bases that has knowledge on the game versus just knowing the ins and outs and ways to cheat and ways to be way too OP. Because once you find players in a game that are way too OP, it's not fun. It takes all the fun out of it. I genuinely enjoy versing other people, seeing how my skills compared to theirs. Which, I mean, I'm not the greatest at every game, and that's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to inform you guys, entertain you a little bit about games that I find interesting, games you might find interesting. Simply because I like spreading the knowledge of games, because it seems like games nowadays, people don't really take the time to do the research, and if they do, it's usually biased. And that's one thing that's always bothered me about games, is people being biased about a series or um, about games from the same game studio, even though game premises change from game to game. I mean, a gaming studio is going to have similar. You're gonna most of the time you can tell that it's from that same game studio. However, you it's gonna be a different game unless the game studio just sucks or they're in a very specific genre of games. Yeah, you can see anyways here we won that we won that round again, or we won the round against that player again. I'm gonna go ahead and pick back up Rengar. See if I can find two more of him. You can see here I've got all tier 2 units, upgraded units on the battlefield. Which is going to make this a little bit easier. See here, he has all tier 1 units. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Which I mean can be an effective tactic. You see here that he's pretty much won. He just had a lot more. He had a lot more upgrades for his units. What is that? And that's another thing I like about this game too, is it gives you a little bit of a kind of change up. Like you'll have units that are really great and you expect to win that round, and then you just get absolutely destroyed. I mean, it's cool. You can go over here too and see what other players have on the battlefield, but I prefer letting it be a surprise. If my units are gonna win, they're gonna win. If my units are gonna lose, they're gonna lose. That's just how it is. And I can already tell that this game I'm probably not gonna be the winner. However, I see this Pro Shadow Striker right here and Chungu being the ones that will overall be on the leaderboard. Let's pick this up. Let's take this guy back over here. I think he was a tier 3 unit, if I'm not mistaken. So if I can't end up using him, I'll use him as gold to try and further upgrade the units I have. Or maybe I'll just throw him on the battlefield, I'm not sure. And two common things I see in this game as well when people are playing it is that they choose either one of two tactics. One, they'll just keep trying to refresh and getting units that they want, or they'll end up just sitting down here and getting their XP up. It's important that you do a little bit of both when you're playing this, because you're not going to get anywhere. Sometimes I've gone through games where I've had two of a unit wanting to upgrade it to a tier 2, and it just isn't in the cards for me. I end up getting absolutely destroyed because of it. Ooh, I took a massive hit there. But as I was saying, you'll see a mixture. It's better to have a mixture of it versus just trying to upgrade your XP to have better and better, or more and more players on the field. And then the other side of it is just refreshing, trying to get your units upgraded. And that's another thing too. I started off this game doing fairly well, and now you can see down here I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. Which is never fun, but again, it happens. You think you're doing very well in a game, and you just kind of fall down, fall from the graces, you could say. What you mean there, we won. We were versus CVN Guyan. I don't know how you say any of that. Pick up both these Brahms right here. Sell that Rengar. Oh, go back over there. Get back on your podium. Which the reason I didn't buy XP on this one was simply because after this round, I'll have the XP to have a 6th unit on the battlefield. And we won that loot round. Fantastic. Come on, give me another Braum. And this round looks like it's going to be fairly tied. I mean, you can see here I got frozen right at the get-go with my Garen. However, I'm just kind of working in on him over here. But as you can see, this round turned really fast. There's absolutely no way I'm going to win this one. It wasn't even going to be close. As you can see, I was right down here. Now I'm kind of teetering back and forth in between the middle of the leaderboard, bottom of the leaderboard. Which, I mean, it happens. I'm gonna go ahead and get Misfortune here. And who I want to take out? I'll take out Braum until I can find another one of him down here in the little store option to buy more characters. See, and we're one player out. There's 7 of us left. Let's see who I'm up against. I have Chantcroyd. Ooh, and I took a severe hit there too. Bottom of the leaderboard. However, I think I'm gonna bring it back. There he is. There's Braum. I just have to make it through this next round. Which I don't know why he's down here. Why is Pro Shadow Striker down here? Maybe he's lost connection? No idea. Or maybe he quit. I'm not sure. Who am I up against? Bay Boys. See how we do in this round. Ooh, and I'm out of the game. Exit now. But anyways, thanks again, guys. I really appreciate all that you've done with supporting me in this channel. Again, like, subscribe, share the video. I really appreciate it when you guys kind of spread about me. It's difficult sometimes when you're not getting views on videos. However, I have all my loyal friends, Dakota, Kelly, Aaron, Daniel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my wonderful girlfriend for supporting me in all this. And see you next time.